Hello students, our Indian economy is divided into two parts. One is private sector and the other one is public sector. And in this chapter we are discussing only public sector. In public sector, it is broadly divided into three parts. One is department undertaking, the second one is statutory corporation and the third one is government company. So we are moving towards government company because we have already done the first two topics, that is departmental undertaking and the statutory corporations. So government company, as the name suggests, it is formed by Act of Government or it is established under the Companies Act 2013. So there was an act before this act 1956. तो ये एक्ट आने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम इसको इग्नोर कर देंगे. 1956 इज ऑल्सो द एक्ट ऑफ कंपनीज एक्ट. प्रीवियसली इट वाज अप्लाइड. नाउअडेज कंपनीज एक्ट 2013, इसके अकॉर्डिंग जितनी भी कंपनीज बनती हैं तो इस एक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग फॉर्मुलेट होती हैं. सो एनी कंपनी विच इज एस्टैब्लिश्ड अंडर द Act of Companies Act 2013 is government company and it is governed by any act of the government if it is there. So next is control. So control is in the hands of government because it is a government company. So already the control and the regulations will be applied by the government upon the government company. Next, how it is formed. These companies, government companies, are just like normal companies. So companies, we know that public company is there, private company is there. These two topics we have already discussed in the second chapter, forms of business organization. एंड वहाँ पे हमने इन कंपनीज की इनकॉर्पोरेशन कैसे होती है वो सारा प्रोसीजर पढ़ा था. तो एक गवर्नमेंट कंपनी पब्लिक कंपनी भी हो सकती है और प्राइवेट कंपनी भी हो सकती है. दैट मीन्स अ कंपनी कैन बी लिमिटेड और प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. तो इस गवर्नमेंट कंपनी को बनाने के लिए भी सेम प्रोसीजर है जैसा कि एक नॉर्मल कंपनी को बनाने के लिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जितने भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उन सबको फाइल किया जाएगा. मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन, आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन एंड अदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स, दे ऑल विल बी फाइल्ड एंड रजिस्ट्रार के पास वो शो किए जाएंगे. देन रजिस्ट्रार उनको चेक करेगा और उसके बाद उसको जो कंपनी है उसको सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन मिल जाता है. एंड देन जो प्राइवेट कंपनी है वो सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन मिलने के बाद जस्ट आफ्टर अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर सकती है. बट पब्लिक कंपनी है वो अपने शेयर्स इशू करने के लिए प्रॉस्पेक्टस इशू करती है एंड देन फर्दर 2 प्रोसेसेस हैं, उसके बाद ही वो अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करती है. तो इन के लेसन्स अगर आपने पब्लिक कंपनी और प्राइवेट कंपनी के लेसन्स को देखने हैं तो आप वीडियो लेसन्स इनके देख सकते हो सो दैट इट विल बी क्लियर टू यू आफ्टर सीइंग दीज वीडियोज़. सो अगर हम फॉर्मेशन की बात करें तो पब्लिक कंपनी और प्राइवेट कंपनी की फॉर्मेशन गवर्नमेंट कंपनी तो नॉर्मल कंपनी के जैसे ही है. उसके बाद हम बात करते हैं टोटल कैपिटल. तो हमें इसके बाद हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि एक कंपनी अगर बना रहे हैं हम तो वो गवर्नमेंट कंपनी है. तो अगर हमारे पास कंपनी की टोटल कैपिटल, सपोज दिस इज द टोटल कैपिटल ऑफ द कंपनी, और अगर टोटल कैपिटल का 51% और मोर, 51% और उससे ज़्यादा, अगर कंपनी की टोटल कैपिटल का 51% और मोर किसके होल्ड में हो, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट और पार्शली बाय सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. तो अगर 51% और उससे ज़्यादा का शेयर्स, उसके ज़्यादा का जो हमारी कैपिटल है वो हेल्ड बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है और पार्शली बाय सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है, देन हम उसे कहेंगे कि ये एक गवर्नमेंट कंपनी है. क्योंकि अगर वो सेंटर भी उसमें इतनी शेयरिंग करती है या स्टेट करती है गवर्नमेंट, तो इसका मतलब कि उसमें आधे से ज़्यादा जो शेयरिंग है वो गवर्नमेंट की है. सो हम उसे गवर्नमेंट कंपनी कहेंगे. सो इसमें 50%, 51 और मोर जो है 51% से ज़्यादा का जो स्टेक है वो गवर्नमेंट के पास होता है। सो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट दोनों पार्शली भी इसको शेयरिंग कर सकती हैं। और अगर हम सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की बात करें कि अगर ये शेयर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने पार्ट लिया है, दैट मीन्स कि अगर सेंट्रल ने 51% और मोर शेयर्स एक्वायर किए हैं, देन वो शेयर अपने प्रेसिडेंट के नाम पे परचेज करेंगे। एंड अगर स्टेट होल्ड करती है इनको 51% और मोर को, देन वो गवर्नर के नाम पे शेयर्स परचेज करेंगे। सो दीज टू आर द डिफरेंसेस। अगर सेंट्रल के होल्ड में है, अगर सेंटर परचेज करती है तो वो प्रेसिडेंट के नाम पे परचेज करेगी, और अगर स्टेट करती है देन वो गवर्नर के नाम पे परचेज करेंगे। सो नाउ वी हैव सीन दैट 51 or more shares are with government because this is a government company. So what about these 49 or less shares? 49%. What about these 49% shares? So these shares are taken by public. So public take these type of shares. These remaining shares are taken by public. Once again, I want to say 51 or more shares will be taken by government, and the remaining, whatever the ratio is, the remaining shares will be taken by public. So public invests in the government company. So if we see once again all the points, it is established under the Act, Companies Act 2013, and governed by any act if it is there, and it is controlled by government because it is clear now that 51 or more shares are with government, so obviously it is controlled by government. It is formed as public company or private company. Once again I want to say that a government company can be a public company or it can be a private company too. So it is not there that the government company will be only public company, it can be private company. कोई भी एक गवर्नमेंट कंपनी है तो वो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो पब्लिक कंपनी ही होगी, वो प्राइवेट कंपनी भी हो सकती है। और ऐसा कैपिटल इज कंसर्न, इफ कैपिटल इज 51% और मोर शेयर्स आर विद गवर्नमेंट, एंड इफ दीज शेयर्स आर टेकन बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, देन इट विल बी purchased on the name of president, and if these are taken by state government, then it will be taken by the name of governor. It will be purchased with the name of governor, and partially central and state government can purchase the share of a government company. So what about these 49 and less shares? These are taken by public. So public invests in government company. The ratio can be less. For example, if a company is there and from 100% shares, 75% are purchased by central or state government, and the remaining shares, obviously 25% is there, and these will be by public. So the more shares are with government, so it will be controlled by government, so it is called a government company, because the stake, here I am using word stake, the stake is in the hands of government. Majority of shares is in the hands of government. Now let us see what are the features of government company. First feature is formation. Its formation, we know that its formation is according to the Companies Act 1956, and now this act has replaced by Companies Act 2013. So if we talk that this act should not be there, then this is wrong. It is in effect, and This was the previous act, and now this act has been replaced by Companies Act 2013. It means that all the rules that are described under the Companies Act 2013 will be applicable here, and the formation will be according to these act, Companies Act 2013, and the provision given in the act. Next is ownership. Ownership, if we know that 51% of the paid up share capital is with government, so obviously the ownership will be with government. So the ownership of government companies are with government, they are the owner of the company. So management, next point is management. Who will manage the business of government company? Who will manage these government companies? So government companies are by government. So government run these type of companies. So government create a board of directors. Then these board of directors or the appointed directors, they manage the workings of these government companies, and as well some private persons can be appointed as directors, and these private persons can be the board of directors, can be the member of board of directors, and they both will manage the government companies. Next is finance. So it is a government company, so government will provide them finance, because 51% of the total capital or more, 51% or more capital will be by government. Maybe it is central government, maybe it is state government, and both can partially, they can took part in this share capital, and they can have their shares in the government company. So the remaining shares, we know that these are with the public. So if these are shares with the public, so from public we can appoint persons. The persons appointed from public or the directors appointed from public, they both will run the management of the government companies. The board of directors will be by the government directors, the directors appointed by government, and directors appointed from private persons, because 49% is the share that is with the public. So next is financing. Just like this, financing is also, it is 51% from government and 49% from public. So public is also participating, and the financing is provided by public also. So the share can be, the ratio can be more or less. For example, if this is 75, then this will be 25, and if this is 60, then this will be 40. So at least 51% is of government if we are talking about government company. So next is appointment. All the appointments in the government companies are according to the service conditions that are described in the Companies Act 2013. So service conditions are also given, and according to these service conditions all the appointments are done. And employees of these type of corporation, if we talk about employees, then these type of corporations are government company, but the employees are not government employees. Just like departmental undertaking we were talking about in previous lessons, that in departmental undertaking the employees are known as government employees, but these are not government employees. Separate legal entity. Next point is separate legal entity. So this is a company. Normal company is there, just like private sector. Normal company is there. The share taken by government, so it has become now government company. So if a company has separate legal entity, just like that government company also have separate legal identity. That means it can separate, it can have purchase its assets on its name, and it can sue and can be sued. Next point is administrative autonomy. So the rules they want to create, they want to change rules, and all the rules regarding their internal management, they can build their own rules and they can apply on their companies. So if we revise once again government company features, then its formation is from Companies Act 2013, but we will not ignore the previous act, that is 1956. The ownership is with government because the more share capital is with government. Next is management. The management is of board of directors, and the board of directors will be from government sector, or will be by government, appointed by government, or it can be created from private persons. The financing will be from public or government, both, and appointment will be according to the service conditions of government companies, and the persons who are employees of the government companies are not government employees. Separate legal entity means they can purchase assets on their name, they have a separate legal entity. That means they are artificial persons, and they can purchase assets, and they can sue, and they can be sued. Administrative autonomy means they can make rules and they can implement according to their internal management, because administrative autonomy is there, they are free to apply their rules. So these are the features of government company.